Hi, this is Kent Lau. Now in this video, I'll share with you how to map an expenses category based on the keyword found in the staff expenses description. So what does that mean? So first we have the expenses category. So whenever on the description column, if there's a word called Shopee, then it will automatic map it into accessories as the category. And if you have Tesco, then it will map it to groceries. Okay, so but how can you map it? Well, it seems like the idea is that you check whether there is a value here that contains the word any or here. So you need to basically you need to search through here. Okay, so take this value here. It's basically the same step. The step one. Okay, check each. Okay, wait, one moment. Because I think maybe we don't do it here. We do it somewhere here. Step one. Check each row in the description column. Okay, and what do you check? Okay, take that description and check one by one at the expenses category table. Okay, so if it's a match, then if there is a match, return the category. So this is the algorithm or the steps. Okay, so we call this expenses category table. Okay, and this one is now called as T keywords. So these are the three steps. So basically take this value here, step one, and over here we check one by one. If there's a match, return this. And this is how we do it manually. Let's say here we look at this and then check, oh, it's Tesco, then it's match. Then we just copy this and then paste it here. That is what we do. The next one is secure parking. See, you go to the next one. So return to the step one, secure parking. Let's go here and then check. Well, it doesn't check, it doesn't match because it's not exactly match the case. There is a case issue, right? The uppercase and lowercase issue. So it cannot match, then it will not return. And let's go for the same goes to this mass A ticket. This is a capital A, this is a smaller A, so it would match. Now about grab food. There's a delivery. There's the word delivery is matching here. Then you will get this logistic. So over here it will be delivery logistic. So the whole idea is like this. So now let's look at the example here. So we loaded this into a Power Query and then save it as a connections, which result in this. We also load this as connections, and after that we do a further improvement from there. So let's just start with this. Okay, so I just call it the T4, and right click, choose reference, and I just change it to reference. So basically it's really refer from these transactions. So from here we start checking the first step. We check one by one, and but how do we take this table here, this table key list here into here? Just like we want to take this value and then compare this one, and then take this value and compare this again one more time. Well, that's the idea. We go to the add column, custom column, and over here we basically call that table, which is already loaded into the Power Query. Okay, so click OK. Now you have a table for each description. So now we're going to check this one by one. So there's a list here, and we can actually use extract the table, this column, and then followed by uh, checking this value. Is there intersections within that value? Is there, what is that value like? Okay, oh, I think that's a good one. Yeah, we might want to use this concept later on, so maybe we can. So list dot intersect. So we want to find whether there is a possibility. It's just like this. See, there's a value here and there's a value. So whether there's a intersections of that item. Yeah. Okay. We'll explore that. Now let's go to the original plan. So we just click on this, click OK, and now basically we expand this into many rows. Now we want to check whether this wording Shopee, which one does it match. So we go to the condition column. We check that if this descriptions here, we don't use equals because we want to check whether there is a value. There's a keyword found in the description. Is it matching with whatever is say in the search word? So if it is, then we want the Power Query to return us the category, and we call this the match category. Okay, click OK, and you'll see that these items Shopee 1, 2, 3, 4 match with the Shopee. Now these steps are very similar to what we did earlier, that say step 2. Okay. Okay, so you can see that this one matches, so that's why it returns the category. And watch this, Tesco parking is not only matching the Tesco as a grocery, but it also match parking as parking. Yeah, so whether which is the one you will need to decide later on, but I'm just showing you that it is possible to get all the category that belongs to that description. So now I click on this here, uncheck the now, click OK. So that gives me a list of the value, the match category, the description, and the match category. Okay, so at the moment right here, so there is these two here. So next, I'm going to the add custom here. Just before the add, this one here, I add a index column from 0. Click insert. So I'm gonna have this for every row in the transactions. I'm now giving it an index. I come back to my filter rows. Let me just do one more thing. Right click, remove other columns. Okay, so I have 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I also have the added index here. So we're going to do a merging between this step and this step here. So let's go to Home, Merge Query. Click OK. So at the moment, it's still the same. We're going to change this step here into referring to the added index. And let's click over here. This is Shopee. Now the description come back again. See that? It's now merging with the whatever is in the past step here. Okay, so it means that it takes this table here, take the index as if you do a VLOOKUP with this step here, and then return all that is matching, all the matches category. So that's why you get this, and you get this also. Okay, you can see that this Tesco parking match with these two. Okay, So for the Shopee, it matched the accessory. And now what we can do is that this amount is not needed, this index is not needed, so I can just right click, remove this column. I left with this. So now I want to extract just the match category. So how do that? Well, go to add column, custom column, just call a table dot columns. Yeah, or you can just type columns. Okay, and then you have the columns. Okay, table dot column provides the tables as the parameters, and then you gotta extract the match categories. See that this is the column, and then I want to just call it match this. Okay, because the table the column will give me a list, so that is the list. So extract just the column match category, turn it into a list. As you can see here, this is grocery and parking, and this is different. And now I can just remove this also, remove this column. I just need a list, and I click here, I click extract values, I use comma, click OK, and now you'll be able to see that Tesco parking match with two what they call that, two category. Okay, for the rest are not. As for the mass A ticket, it does not match any of them because the A ticket, the A here, the A is small letter A. As for the keyword list, A ticket, the keyword A ticket A is capital A. So there is a difference. So that's why it doesn't match. So if it is not matched, it will not return that information. And that is how you find the match category list for each description. Thanks for watching. I hope this is useful to you. God bless you. God bless Asia. And I learned. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the ability to share.